Good morning, second grade math students. How are you doing today? It's good to see you again. It's good to be with you, even remotely. And today we're going to continue our problem solving with money. And we are on a new lesson. And for today's lesson, you'll need your workbook if you have it. And you're going to need a whiteboard and a marker if you have it, or a paper and pencil. You're going to need your bank with the dollar bill, and if your parents were able to print off some money, that's great. If not, you can make your own and draw models on the whiteboard or on the piece of paper. All right, let's get started. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do our skip counting, because skip counting helps us when we count money and time, and that's what this unit of study is all about. So get out your hundreds grid from your workbook if you have it, and if you don't, you can count along with me and watch. I know it's probably a little small on your screen, but we're going to count to 100, and we're going to start at 0, and we're going to count by fives first. Okay, and I'm going to circle the, so 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, and when you skip count, you're skipping numbers on the number line, and you're skipping that same amount of numbers every time, just like we did in our topic with arrays when we counted by groups. Oh, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to count by tens. And we're going to start at 0, and we'll stop at 100. All right, here we go, and I'll use green. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, right, and that's it for our skip counting for now. I'll put this down here. Okay, let's quickly review the bills. And we have a $1 bill, and the $1 bill has 1 in the four corners, and its value is $1 or 100 cents. Then we have the $5 bill, and the 5 will be in the four corners, and the value is $5 or 500 cents. Okay, and then we have our 10, and the 10 will have the 10 in each corner, and it's worth $10, 10 of these, or 1 5 and 5 ones, or it could be worth 1,000 cents. And then we have our $20 bill, and the $20 bill has the 20 in the four corners, and it could be worth 2 tens, it could be worth 20 ones, it could be worth four fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, okay, or it could be worth 2 tens, did I already say that? Or any combination of 1 10 and 2 fives, 1 10 and 10 ones, 1 10, 1 5, and 5 ones. And those are all things that you're going to get to know the more you practice with money. Okay? And it also can be worth 2,000 cents. All right, so let's get started. We are on page 341. And this is the I can statement. It's lesson 8.4, and it's at the top right-hand corner of page 341. And let's read it together. I can solve problems about money. One more time. I can solve problems about money. Okay, put that right there. And now you should already have 3 places where you have put Post-its or you've marked it with a paperclip or something, because the first one is the hundreds grid that you marked, you refer to. The second one will be the coins and the values of the coins. And the third marking is the values of the bills, the dollars. Okay, and now we are on a new page, and we are going to do the solve and share on page 341, and it looks like this. Okay, and there are some vocabulary, and the vocabulary we need to know are, it's right here, dollars, oops, that was loud, dollars, and those are the bills, and the symbol is the S with the line. Cents, and those are your coins, and the symbol is the C with the line. Value means how much something is worth, how much each cent or each dollar, each coin or each bill is worth. And then skip count, which we count in groups. And then count on, and that's the same as counting up. And I'm noticing that in this lesson, they also refer to it as add up, which is new. But I wanted to bring that to your attention. Put the vocabulary here. All right, so it says Billy, Sarah, and Mario have the same amount of money. Bill has $1. Sarah has only dimes. Maria has only nickels. So I want you to go ahead and draw that out, or use your bills. And use your bank to show me on your whiteboard, or not show me because I'm not there, but to do it on your whiteboard. Now read it again. Maria has only nickels. Sarah has only dimes. Billy has a $1 bill, and they all have the same amount of money. How many dimes does Sarah have? How many nickels does Maria have? And explain how you found your answer. So you can pause the video here and go ahead and do that. Okay, and then bring it back. Okay, welcome back. And now we're going to discuss how many coins are equal to the same value as $1 bill, which equals 100 cents. Okay, and if we were having that in pennies, we'd have 100 pennies, but we have dimes. So let's go ahead and count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many did we count? We counted 10. So 10 dimes equal $1. And some of us already know this as 10 times 10. Okay. The next one is the nickels. So let's go ahead and count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. How many nickels equal $1 or 100 cents. That's right, 20 equal $1. Okay, and here it would be 5 times 20 equals 100 cents. Or we can count the groups, just like we did the skip counting. Right? So these are what your answers should say. Now all of these would say dimes, and all of these and all of these would say nickels or the values, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that because that would take up a lot of time, but you can. And so now you can see the connection between the skip counting we've been doing the last few days, the last 4 days, and counting money. Right? We have some time in this video to do the visual learning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read that, and we'll do it together. Tammy has a $1 bill. So we know now that that is equal to 100 cents. She buys the game and the toy dog. How much money does she have left? So the game is 25 and, oops, I'm sorry, she has a $100 bill. The game is $25 and she's got a lot of money for a kid. And the dog is $21. So this is a two-step problem because you're told how much money you have. You have to minus the total of these two items to get the answer of what change you'll get back, how much money she has left. So the steps here would be to add what she spends up, and then to take it away from the original amount she paid. So let's go ahead and do that using our strategies that we learned in the previous 2 units. We can count up, we can split it into our expanded form, 20 plus 1. Okay, so we have 25, 35, 45, 46. So she spends $46. So now we take that amount and put it into the equation up here to get our answer of what her change will be, what amount of money she gets back. And we can go ahead and do break apart numbers here as well. So we would have 100 minus 40 first. Okay. And 100, let's count back, 90, 80, 70, 60 equals 60, but we're not done yet because we still have to minus the 6 ones. So 60 minus 6 ones, count back, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, and then one more is 54. 54. So she gets $54 and change. She still has a lot of money to spend on some more items. She must have a big allowance, or she must have saved her money for a long time. All right, so this is how you would do problem solving with money. Money using bills. Gets a little more complicated when you add the coins in there, but that's not this lesson. Okay, so we have 2-step problems where you got to figure out what they're asking you and what you need to do to get your answer, what steps you need to take to get your first answer, and what steps you need to take to get your second answer. So slow it down, read it several times, circle the numbers in the problem, circle the numbers that are included in the word problem to figure out what you need to do and approach it that way. All right, so that's it for today. Let's have just enough time to read the focus question. Again, I can solve problems about money, and hopefully you have been able to download, your parents were able to download some of the money bills, or maybe you have some allowance that you can use, the bills, to help you count and make models of these equations. So good luck, and I will see you again Monday. All right, you have a great weekend and take care.